got another episode of Quarter Horse Customs here. Yep, we're putting the lift in. Took down from next door. It's going in here. Finally, only been 4 months now since the barn's been built and concrete was done. Thanks, AEP. But we got power now. Lift's down. Couldn't take you long with that process because I didn't know if it was going to work out very well. We had to do some custom pads next door. Had to dig it deep, combine it with the other pad. And this lift might just be temporarily over here. We want to get the big up and over lift. But this lift we bought 2 years ago. Only had it up for about 1.25 years. It was a 9-footer. We only had 11-foot ceilings over there, so the 12-foot ones weren't going to work. But we ain't got that problem no more. So we're just going to get up here temporarily. Use it for now. No point in going and buying another one at the moment unless we find a good deal. Anybody know a good deal out there? Let me know down in the comments. When I set up this barn, it's planned to have a bay here. You can kind of see those chalk corners there. That's where my truck would sit. Over here, we designed it at an angle. Only wanted to pay for one door because they were a little expensive. You know, we're all about the budget here. So it's set up to have a lift here, still be able to work on a car here in the middle. And eventually we'll have a lift on the other side where the 3 cars are being stored right now, so we can work on them over winter. But we'll have another lift over there eventually, and this lift might end up back in the other shop for the wife to do painting and whatever else, undercoating, all that kind of good stuff to keep it off the good floor. Because that floor is, well, it's 75% oil and 25% concrete. And we washed it and 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 washed it, and it's just not coming out. Ever. So, without further ado, I'm gonna throw my back out. If you see the lift fall on top of me, someone call 911. Hindsight being behind me. Should probably make sure I know where each post gotta go because they're very light. Up and out. Oh. Yep. All right. Which one are you? You're the secondary post. So we want the pump here.
You sure the pump there? You want the pump on that side now?
Or do we want the pump over here?
I don't know. We wipe that on this side, but I don't know. Do you think the pump sticking out further is going to be a little bit of an issue?
For what?
I don't know.
The barn is designed so that way. All right, you guys just jump on in here and you get the second one. I'm done. I'm calling it a day. Oh, they're not actually here. All right, I'll get it. Right in the back. Yep, there's the second one. Oh, good stuff on the bottom of this one. Let me get the oil. All right, there you go. That wraps up this episode. I'm done. Oh, damn it. Okay. So when I designed the barn, 16-foot door, corner barn, figured that'd be the easiest way. And we spaced it out big enough in here that where this lift pole is going to be, and where that lift pole is going to be, and there's a truck on here, all the way back. The corners are measured out. I can still fit my car trailer in between if I have 2 full-size pickup trucks on the lift. So the way I did all that is, well, a lot of math. you know, Pythagorean theorem. It actually came in handy. Yep, kind of. Double checked my math, of course, with the internet. Found out it'd been a lot easier just to type it in, say, hey, this is what I have measurement here, this is what I measure here, what should this be? But, anyways, basically I went from the corner of that door to this post over here in the corner. And that's where my angle's gonna be. I already did the measurements to center it up where I wanted it. And then I talked to the concrete guy when he was pouring it. I was like, hey, I'm gonna have a lift post right here. And right here. Next door we did a 2 foot by, I went excessive and went really deep. The reason I went really deep is because I got underneath the other concrete. So you have concrete here, we went down and I went underneath because we had a crack next door. And then I did rebar into the existing concrete and stone and concrete and concrete, wire mesh, concrete, another piece of wire mesh, and more rebar. Well, whoever's got to tear out that concrete, you're gonna have a fun time because I made sure it's not coming out. Over here though, concrete guy went a little deeper. We're gonna run 7-inch anchors into the concrete, just a little bit bigger than those 5.5ers. I mean, you're putting the whole car up here. And there's nothing to connect it to the other side like the other kind, so I figured longer lags really aren't gonna hurt nobody. Well, except for the pocketbook. You can find them on Amazon pretty cheap. That helped out a lot. Fastenal was expensive. Only selling me a box of 20, like 200 bucks. Nope. Nope, not doing that. Amazon. Well, we're gonna get these in position, do some math, make sure they're spaced out right, double check our math, triple check our math. By the time we triple check, we're just gonna say F it and start drilling holes. All right, so bear with me while I walk this big old thing over. I mean, if you look at it this way, it's either going to stay up or it's going to fall down. Now, subcategories of that could be falling on me, falling on the trailer, falling on the wall, taking out the wall, falling on one of the engines, falling on the wife. That would be pretty bad. But if you just sum that up to A or B, you got a 50-50 chance. I like those odds. Yeah, not so bad. Unless, of course, it chooses option B and falls, and then insurance. All right, there we go. We're done. They're sturdy. Okay.
Perfect, sturdy.
We'll finish it.
Let's put the reaper on there.
Right now, we're gonna take a break because, yep, those are heavy. All right, so we got this plate set where we want it, right along the line we want. These are the anchors we're using. 7-inch wedge anchor. See, this guy will go down the concrete, and as soon as you start pulling up on it, that guy will go down on there, on this little wedge, and get stuck. And as you tighten the nut down, it pulls up harder, and you're good. Got to use a hammer drill. We're gonna take our time, let the drill do the work. Try to keep it as straight as possibly. Just let it go at it. It's gonna chip through. Now we're gonna hammer this in. We're gonna tighten it down to 85 foot-pounds. And you know, we'll go through periodically and check on them. So you guys stay there. I'm gonna time lapse you through the drilling because it's gonna take me a while. All right, now if you guys notice, the drill kind of went woo right down there. That is all the way through. Thank God that was 7 inches down in there, because that means that I can put this thing in pretty far and still have my 1.5 inches out of the concrete. So I should have at least 5 inches in the concrete. That should be pretty good. Now that thing's in there, as soon as I tighten, it's gonna grab. All right, so that one's done. Let's go around the rest. I'm gonna let that cool down a little bit. We got 2 done. I don't want to overheat it. Again, I'm borrowing it from my dad. And I did buy the bit, but that was last time I did it. So it's already done 10 holes. So don't want to mess it up, you know, be on hole number 8 and it just say, I'm retired. See, I wake up every day and I just retire. The beef wants to go ahead and pound in some anchors, so I'll let her get to it. Take out some of that anger. Rather her beat on some anchors than beat on me. Hey. Just remember, hey, a little bit of foot out still. Alrighty, she's gonna start tightening on those, and well, it's actually sitting pretty level. I can live with that. Yeah, I can live with that. Pardon with us here. We got to do some geometry here. This is we gotta from there to there and there to there and there to there and there to there, and double checking and triangulating and math. Yay! So bear with us here while we go ahead and figure this up. Make sure we're gonna have it straight across. You know, we don't want this one back here while this one's up here. Even half an inch could just mess everything up the way we want. Coils, binding, twisting. You don't want that. So we're gonna do some math, triple check, quadruple check. Finally just say, fuck it. Get it in. All right, so we did some math here. So we need 107.5 inches across between the two bases. Now over here, from this little corner here, this corner here, is 15.5 inch. So if you calculate that there's a 15.5, 107.5, we have a 90-degree angle here. That means we should be coming across in an X pattern from corner to corner and corner to corner. From each opposite corner should be 108 inches, 0.61, so a little over a half. So if we can scooch that in, we should be able to be good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from here to here, get a nice straight edge line across, and then I'll start positioning it side to side. So here we go. All right, so we're square. Now we just gotta add tape measure to 2 by list and hobo freight again. Well, that's a sneak peek. That's what it should look like, except the cable shouldn't be here. That shouldn't be there. Hydraulic lines and pump over here. And how the hell am I getting wiring over here? That was. Oops. Hopefully we got enough wire. Find out. We're gonna start drilling these holes again. More. Hopefully everything stays where it needs to be. Alright, so next we have the booms, I guess you could call them. We have them up. All I did is picked them up, held them into locking, so it's locked. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to get it back down, but that's the only way I know to put it together. I went and got red and tacky, because, well, it's spray grease. I was just gonna get some lithium or something chain grease, but I started to notice down here it was getting a little rusty on the chain. So hopefully this red and tacky spray grease, might have to go get another can because I'm really gonna soak this chain, because if this chain breaks, well, I don't want to buy a new one. Unless you guys want to buy me one. No, you don't want to do that. We want to build cars, not buy lift parts. Are we right? Yeah, he says exactly. All right, so I'm gonna go grab the boom, shove it up in here, grab the chain around it, and then try to figure out how to bring this back down there. So I can do it again over there. And bring the cables to connect. And then hook up the motor, hydraulic line. Apparently I gotta do the electrician holes because I don't have anybody else to do it, so I did. Oh, look at that one side of the chain I missed. Maybe down that, we'll bring it out a little bit. Is it the back side? I got the back side. Good enough for government work. I could be a state employed employee.
You have to hold this whole side. Well, I guess when it comes back down.
You need to pick up down there so the fold, yep, just like that. Now fold it over the top. All right, so what's going on here is there's a secondary release up in there. So I'm gonna have to get handsy with it. And it's controlled by the chain. So you know the chain snaps, it says, no. Well, chain's not doing anything. So I get to stick my hand up there and I'm gonna pull on this, and this is going to hold the weight of this heavy, heavy boom and bring it down. And if you're an OSHA guy, just, okay, thank you. This is like legitimate grease. It is actually going in between the chain. Why have I not tried this before? The chain is over top of our pulley. I'm probably going to spray more red and tacky. So this chain doesn't look as bad as that one. Oh, don't look at the rust. What? I mean, I want to spray this, but all over the floor. Yep. Perfect. Ha! Wheel bearings. Hard to reach places. Excellent for cars. It does not say do not use.
We're gonna have to change the thing now.
They're gonna be like, oh great, yep. Don't use the wheel bearings. Have you noticed on the bottom of this ram, it's got two fittings. This one will go outside the lift, this side will branch to the other side. So. Ugh. Just run the chain around like I did last time. Alright, well now we've got our rams in. We're going to pick these up a little bit, bring our cables up, tie them to each other, get our hydraulic lines ran, figure out where I left my pump over there. Wash off the red and tacky. This stuff, like, it's grease. It comes out funky, but it's grease. I'm probably going to grease up this whole damn thing. Alright, so I'm just checking that these pulleys have the cable up over top. Now I'm going to run this cable over to here, and this cable's going to run over to here. So these cables have these two nuts. So you can adjust it whether you need more cable over here or over here. They tie the booms together. That way, if Senior A decides to take off like a crackhead and Senior B is not ready, Senior A's cable will hold Senior B in place, and vice versa. So I'm gonna feed this up. She's gonna hold it. We're gonna. So your cables also help with the whole click, 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 which I like to hear because I like to say, hey, A's locked, B's locked, A's locked, B's locked, A locked, B locked. You can set it to where it's click, 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 click. But again, I like hearing go, hey, that one's locked. I don't want to be under the car and go, hey, am I little doozy here, or is this side of the car lower? So it's just a little, safety things for me. All right, so next I'm gonna pick up my pump here, hang it up on here, bolt it in, run the line, try to figure out if our wire's gonna reach now. Yeah, might have miscalculated. So we wanted to have a way to isolate the power to the lift over here, in case you know. Oh, buttons going up. Went and picked this up. It's a 220, 240 switch. It's got fuses in it. And well, there's nowhere to mount it to the lift, so I made a 2x6. Put it up there. You can't even tell. It's been rebuilt. Had it powder coated. All right, so here's our little fuse panel here. See, our wires come in from the lift here, and then ground, positive, positive. Comes from the breaker box, positive, positive, neutral, ground. Little bus fuses, I think they're 30 amps. Well, that one's a never blow, so it'll never do anything. And then that'll hook up, and then you'll have power going through. No, it's not hooked up, see? And then if, you know, we're running the lift and something bad happens, we can just go power. Nothing goes to the lift now. All right, lift's up, wiring's done. Took a little longer than planned, had to make a midnight hardware store run. We've got the wife and the daughter helping today, and my buddy JD's gonna here to help. We gotta do the priming, take it up, bring it down, 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 take it up. Leave them up there and walk away, shut the shop down. Oh, no, sorry, bring them back down. But it's gravity fed, so it'll take 2.5 hours for this thing to come back down without anything on it. So we're gonna throw these guys on there. But first we're gonna make sure it goes up before we put anybody on there.
Yeah, that's it already?
Oh! Just kidding, I trust my wiring. Yep. Pushing the button! Alright, we're moving.
There we go.
There's the air.
Maybe it went down as long.
Triple up. There we go. As you see, without any weight on there, we move at, you know, 0.5 centimeter a second.
16 years later.
Be back with you in 3.5 hours. It's almost done, babe. She says this is taking way too damn long. Get down.
Tell what's up there, boss lady.
That grease I sprayed in the track seems to be doing really nicely. All right, hop on at it, buddy. Hop on at it, buddy. All right, you got her?
I think so.
Do what?
No, she ain't got it.
Just as long as she doesn't fall over.
Better hold on.
Process is already going faster than the last time.
What?
So this process is already going faster than the last time.
He's like, whoa.
What do you think? Well, when you put a bunch of pressure on it, those cables even to help.
You know, I gotta use the bathroom real quick.
Come on. That was hard. Then you just went, so. You didn't pull my side.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
And I thought my hearing was bad.
I heard that side. I didn't hear this side.
Seemed to be priming faster than last time. Last time it was like,
Careful, baby, do not.
Last time we were still at the top.
She just dropped her things. She was trying to dive.
that or the grease is just really burning.
That's true.
It smeared it all the way up.
So just to give you a retrospect, remember you could only put about 1/2 foot of stuff on top of that lift. Right now. I'm so good at having time lapse through it and have it stop. Time lapse through it again.
Next time you go over, I'll leave her down.
She went bunches.
We're 20 minutes into this.
Mwah. Mwah.
We had just enough wire.
We're approximately an hour into this.
Hang on, you want to give me a little bit longer.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Because I think this is getting a lot of attention on it now because when it's going up, going back up? You don't decide that halfway down. You're halfway up.
It's halfway out of your pocket.
Oh. It's like looking.
Where they going?
Bye.
Now you leave you up there. Lost Barney. What? That was not return. Okie dokie. Well, that's done. We're gonna plug the heater in. We're gonna put the lift plate on. If you guys want to watch that, there's time lapse. You guys probably don't want to hear how to put a lift plate down. It's just 4 bolts. Well, it's supposed to be 4 bolts, but they didn't come with the bolts, so it's a metric size. And found out that the same bolts that go into your drive shaft for a Fox body fit into that. So that's what we're gonna use. All right, so lift's installed. Everything's ready to go. We're gonna test it. And as our guinea pig, we're gonna use the Muscrat. It's my wife's car. She's built it. Remember, just because it doesn't look shiny and pretty doesn't mean it's not something fun. I have more fun driving this car than I did driving my red car for reasons I'm not gonna get into right now. No compression. But this car is kick-ass. It may not look like it, but there's a lot of story behind this car. You will not find another one of these cars like this one. All right, here we go. 2 posts slipped in. See if she goes up. The car falls off. know, sorry, I'm not used to that. Normally, the roof is against the roof in the other shop. Over here, well, we got 3-4 extra feet up there. And this lift is absolutely perfect. You know, I'm almost 6'2", and I can walk all the way underneath here. It's absolutely perfect for work. It's absolutely perfect for working on these Fox bodies. And we didn't go out and buy a brand new one. I mean, you can do that if you want, but this is used. Found it in Lima, Columbus. We had it used, and it was the right height for the other shop. We want to get a taller one, up and over, so this one can go back in the garage over there. Who am I kidding? It's not a shop, it's a 2-car garage. I mean, when this lift was in here, you have a car right here, and you're like, okay, I'm through. You come back around, you got a tool in your hand, start trying to carry your jack, you're like, over here, it's worth the investment to get over here. Awesome to have power over here. Now I know where the lift's gonna be. I know where the light's gonna have to go, because that one up there is not really doing so much. But definitely look forward to having more of this Muscrat in our future videos. It is definitely a unique combination. Do it. You don't have to have $30,000 in a car. We originally paid $900 for this thing. We were supposed to have a fuel pump issue, had a few more issues. We went ahead and replaced on some fenders. Eventually we're gonna paint this thing. And you know what? It may not be the prettiest car out there, but it's fun. It jams the gears, it gets on it, she holds her own, and you know what? I guarantee not a single one of you could drive by this car on the highway and not go, whoa, what was that? Because you know what? It grabs your attention. And eventually, yes, she will get painted and all purdied up, but as of right now, she's just as good as any other car we got. And there is just as much work in this as our other cars, and they're not budget breaking. Stay tuned, we have plenty more coming. We now have the lift back. Winter projects are stacking up. We gotta put the 289 back in here. We gotta get the 306 rebuilt and put back in the red car. We gotta possibly take the 387 out and possibly put it into another chassis that we have that is gonna be revealed here shortly, so stay tuned. And we might be building a turbo 302. Absolutely budget. We want reliability, cheap, effective, fun. That's all we're shooting for. So stay tuned. We got more coming. Thank you.